The streets are boiling. Every choice, every betrayal, every risk taken this season. It all comes crashing down in one explosive moment. And now, the final chapter is here. BMF Season 4 Episode 10. The season finale is about to change everything. No one is safe, and nothing will be the same after what's coming next. Dark clouds roll in over Detroit. The air feels heavy, thick, like the city itself knows what's about to go down. We hear the sound of sirens in the distance, not close, but not far enough to ignore. Somewhere out there, a move is being made. A final play that's been building all season. From the first episode of Season 4. Meech and Terry have been walking a thin line between power and destruction. Every deal they made, every rival they crossed, every promise they couldn't keep, it's been stacking up like a tower, ready to fall. And now, in Episode 10, that tower finally tips. We see a quick flash, a hand gripping a steering wheel, tight, knuckles white from the pressure. Another flash, cash spilling out of a duffel bag, not neatly stacked but thrown in like someone didn't have time to care. Then darkness, silence, the quiet before the storm. The trailer wastes no time. It throws you straight into the danger. There's a shot of a gun on a table, the light catching the metal just enough to make you feel uneasy. You don't see who it belongs to, but you know it's meant for someone important. Then a shadow passes in the background, slow, deliberate, like they know exactly where they're going and exactly what they're about to do. His isn't just another episode. This is the point of no return. The finale, the moment where the choices our characters made in the first 9 episodes finally come back for payment. And the price. It's never been higher. You can feel it in the way the trailer moves, fast cuts, quick flashes of danger. The sound of a phone ringing, unanswered. Footsteps echoing in an empty hall. And over all of it, a voice, low, steady, cold, saying, "You already know how this ends." That's the tension BMF is building. Not just what's going to happen, but who's going to make it out. Because in this world, survival is a luxury, and loyalty can turn into betrayal with the smallest push. This finale feels like that push. The streets in BMF have always been dangerous, but this time, there's something different. This time, the danger feels personal. Every gun pointed, every deal whispered, every car speeding away in the dark. It's all aimed at the heart of the story. And if the trailer is telling us anything, it's that Episode 10 is going to hit that target, no matter who's standing in the way. The trailer doesn't just show you scenes, it throws them at you, one after another, like punches you're not ready for. Each clip is fast, but it stays in your head long after you've seen it. You start trying to piece them together, to figure out the order of events. But that's the trap. The BMF team knows exactly how to cut this so you can't tell what's coming first, or who's making the first move. Asterisk, one of the first flashes in the trailer shows a pair of hands counting money, but not the calm, steady counting we've seen before. This is fast, sloppy, almost frantic. Bills sliding over each other, some falling to the floor. Whoever's doing this isn't just handling cash. They're racing against time. Asterisk, then we get a shot of a car door slamming. The sound is sharp, loud, like a warning. The camera stays low, only showing legs and feet as they move with purpose. The streetlights cast long shadows across the pavement, and you can tell this person's on their way to do something dangerous. The way they walk, the way their shoulders move, it's not hesitation, it's decision. Asterisk, we see a table. On it, a phone vibrates, buzzing against the wood. The screen lights up, but the name is blurred. No one answers. The call keeps coming, and we hear voices in the background, tense, low, almost whispering. Something big is happening off screen, and this phone call might be the last chance to stop it. But it's ignored. Asterisk, another clip cuts in. This one is quick but heavy. A gun being slid across a table toward someone else. No words, no expressions, just the sound of metal against wood. That sound alone says more than any line of dialogue could. It's not a gift. It's not a request. It's a job. Asterisk, and then silence. Just for a moment. The music drops out, and all we hear is breathing. Slow, uneven, like someone's trying to calm themselves down. Then the screen cuts to black, before we can see who it is. Asterisk, but the most chilling part. In the middle of all these flashes, there's one image that lingers just a little longer, a figure standing alone under a single streetlight. The city around them completely still. We can't see their face, but the way they stand says it all. They're either about to lose everything, or take everything. Asterisk, the trailer doesn't confirm who's making moves against who. It doesn't tell us who's still loyal, or who's already flipped. But that's the power of it. It makes you question every single character you've trusted. In the world of BMF, trust is a gamble, and the finale feels like the last hand in a high-stakes game. Asterisk, every moment in Season 4 has been a step toward this. Every argument, every backroom meeting, every close call on the streets, they've all been pushing Meech, Terry, and everyone around them toward a breaking point. And now, in Episode 10, that point has finally been reached. Asterisk, remember how it started? Back in the early episodes, it felt like Meech was untouchable. The moves were big, the money was flowing, the name BMF carried weight in every corner of the city. Terry was focused, building his own path, but still tied to the same dangerous current. Together, they were unstoppable. Or at least, they looked that way. Asterisk, but the cracks started showing early. One wrong word in the wrong room. One deal that didn't go as planned. Rivals who were patient, watching, waiting for the moment when confidence would turn into carelessness. And slowly, week by week, we've seen those rivals get closer. Asterisk, by mid-season, the heat was on. Not just from the streets, but from every side, police, competitors, even people they once called friends. Trust started slipping. Conversations got quieter. Looks got sharper. Every handshake had a shadow behind it. Asterisk, then came the betrayals. Small ones at first, the kind you could ignore if you wanted to. But BMF doesn't give you the luxury of ignoring them for long. One flip leads to another. One whisper spreads to the wrong ears, and before you know it, the circle gets smaller. Asterisk now. Episode 10 is here, and it's clear all of those moments were warnings. And if you missed them, the finale is about to make sure you understand. Every debt is due. Every lie has a cost. And in this world, payment is rarely in cash. Asterisk, the trailer flashes back to some of the season's biggest moments. Meech staring out a window, thinking about the next move. Terry gripping the wheel, eyes locked on the road, knowing the danger ahead. The camera zooming in on deals being made in dim rooms, cash sliding across tables, hands shaking but eyes never looking away. Asterisk, those shots aren't just for style. They're reminders. They're showing us the path that's led to this finale, a path built on ambition, risk, and the kind of loyalty that can either save you or bury you. Asterisk, and now, as the music in the trailer builds, you can feel it. The season is closing in. There's no more room for slow moves. No more time to think twice. Everyone who's still standing is going to have to choose a side. And once they do, there's no going back. Asterisk, the final moments of the trailer don't come in with a bang, they creep in. The screen is dark, and all you hear is the sound of footsteps on wet pavement, slow, steady, every step echoing like a countdown. You don't know who it is. You don't know where they're going. But you know they're not walking away from trouble, they're walking toward it. Asterisk, then, a flash of light. A door opens somewhere off-screen, spilling a narrow strip of brightness into the night. The footsteps stop. Silence. That kind of silence that makes you lean in without even realizing it. Asterisk. And then, in the distance, a voice says something you can't quite make out. It's low, urgent, but the words are muffled. The camera doesn't show you the speaker, just a hand tightening around something out of frame. Asterisk, the music in the background starts to rise, building like it's about to explode, but right before it peaks, the trailer cuts to another image, a gun being cocked. The sound is sharp, cold, final. Asterisk, we see a quick montage, a car speeding down an empty street, a phone ringing and ringing with no answer, a pair of eyes staring dead ahead in the rearview mirror. Then, nothing. Black screen. Asterisk, and over that, darkness. One final line. Asterisk, not everyone's making it out of this alive. Asterisk, the screen stays black for a moment, just long enough for the words to sink in. Then the release date flashes across the screen, in bold, white letters. The bass hits one last time. The trailer is over. Asterisk, but even after it ends, it's not over for you. You're left replaying the images in your head, wondering who's in the car, who's behind the door, who's holding that gun. You're asking yourself the same question everyone else is, who survives, and who doesn't. Asterisk, that's the trap the BMF finale trailer sets. It doesn't just show you danger. It plants it in your mind and lets it grow until the episode drops. And when it does, every single second will count. Asterisk. This is it. The last chapter of BMF Season 4. Every risk taken, every shot fired, every secret whispered in the dark. It all comes to an end here. Episode 10 isn't just a finale. It's the payoff for everything we've been holding our breath for all season. You've seen the clues in the trailer, the unanswered calls, the cash scattered on the floor, the guns slid across the table, the shadow under the streetlight. These aren't random shots, they're warnings. And if you've been watching closely, you know exactly how dangerous those warnings can be in the world of BMF. When that first scene hits, there will be no reasons, no time to breathe. Every second will pull you deeper into the storm. And when it's over, you'll be left wondering how the game changes from here, and if there's even a game left to play. So get ready, clear your schedule, and when the clock hits release time, you better be locked in, because you do not want to hear about this finale from someone else. You want to see every twist, every betrayal, every moment of raw power for yourself. BMF Season 4 Episode 10. The season finale is coming, and when it does, the streets will remember who made it out, and who didn't. Now it's your turn. Drop your predictions in the comments. Who's surviving? Who's gone? And who's about to shock every single one of us? Because after this, nothing will ever be the same.